Hello everyone. The binary options broker pocketoption has a modern and multifunctional trading platform with a large number of professional trading tools. Among them, a special place is occupied by indicators, many of which you have probably already become familiar with on the pages of our site. However, today we will talk not just about another technical analysis tool, but about a full-fledged trading system implemented as a simple indicator. Those who are familiar with the work of Bill Williams will never forget his famous Profittunity system, described by him in his best-selling book, Trading Chaos. It is thanks to this book that alligator indicators and fractals appeared on the screens of traders' monitors all over the world. In this video review, we will tell you how you can use self-similarity structures in a new way in trading, creating a real harvester of profits on the binary options market. Now, a few words about how to install the Fractal Chaos Bands system in the pocketoption terminal. To set up this strategy in the broker's web platform, you need to open the indicator panel by clicking on the icon with the image of the setting sliders. After that, a panel with a list of available indicators will open. In this list, select Fractal Chaos Bands and Moving Average. Then we need to set the calculation period for each indicator. For Fractal Chaos Bands, the calculation period is 2 candles, and for the exponential moving average, it is 14. To do this, click on the pencil icon and set the necessary parameters. After that, you should set the chart time frame to M1. You can do this by clicking on the icon with the image of a candlestick chart and selecting the appropriate period. Don't forget to activate the Enable Timer, a very useful function that shows how much time is left until the current candle closes. Which asset to trade depends on your personal preferences. However, in this video review, let's break down examples of what to do for a minute chart of the stock of American Express Financial Corporation. For those who have not yet figured out what fractals are, we recommend that you read the article, Strategy for Using Fractals in Binary Options, where we consider in detail not only their structure, but also the rules for using them in trading. Let's look at the principle of this strategy. The Chaos Bands fractal generates trading signals based on an indicator developed by Australian trader Edward William Drees. In this case, a breakthrough is not simply an update of the minimum or maximum of the fractal, but the closing of the candle behind this level. To make it easier to navigate in the huge variety of fractals that accompany any price movement, the Fractal Chaos Bands indicator puts the upper line at the level of maximum and the lower line at the minimum of the last formed fractal of 5 candles. The main task of this indicator is to filter out market noise, consisting of minor price fluctuations, and draw levels, making it easier to visually perceive price movement. On the screen, you can see that after a candle closes beyond the upper line of the indicator, the price movement usually continues in the same direction. The same is true for a downtrend. After a candle closes beyond the lower line, prices usually continue to move down if quotes are squeezed between levels in the flat market. Of course, there are also false breakouts. How could we do without them? However, the continuation of the price impulse after the breakout occurs much more often, not to mention that these so-called false signals can be used to your advantage. We will tell you about the best way to do this a little later, but for now, let's figure out the rules of trading according to this strategy. The Fractal Chaos Bands system is based on the work of one of the technical analysis tools, and for full mastery of all its techniques, it alone is clearly not enough. For those who want to really understand technical analysis and immerse themselves in all the intricacies profitable trading based on it, we recommend studying a selection of articles specifically devoted to this topic. In this place, we usually recommend various filters or a set of rules to improve the effectiveness of strategies. However, today, we will do it differently. Instead of a filter, we will add a simple indicator, exponential moving average, but not to reduce risk-free trades, as any filter does, but on the contrary, in order to increase the number of potentially profitable trades. Thus, we will consider 2 variants of this trading strategy, basic and advanced. The basic variant of the strategy involves opening trades on the breakdown of the Fractal House Bands indicator line. After the candle closes behind the upper line, buy a call option, and after the candle closes behind the lower line, buy a put option. The optimal expiration period for the M1 chart is 3 minutes. In the advanced version of the trading system, an additional indicator is added to the chart, exponential moving average with a period of 14. And to the signals described in the main version of the system, trades for a bounce from the moving average after a false breakdown of one of the indicator lines are added. The screen shows that if we bought call options on the candlesticks following the ones labeled as a bounce from the average, we would have made a profit in both cases. As a reminder, all trades are 3 minutes expiry, that is 3 candles on the M1 chart. In addition, EMA 14 acts as an additional filter on trades. We buy a call option when the upper line of the Fractal Chaos Bands indicator is broken, only if the signal candle closed above the moving average, and buy a put option when the signal candle closed below the moving average. Here you can see how in 2 cases, this simple rule of filtering trades helped us avoid losses. The rules for opening call and put options on the basic strategy with the addition of trend filters would be as follows. To buy a call option, the candle must close above the upper boundary of the Fractal Chaos Bands and EMA 14. Second, at the opening of the next candle, buy a call option. To buy a put option, it is necessary first that the candle closes below the lower boundary of Fractal Chaos Bands and EMA 14. 2. At the opening of the next candle, buy the put option. We recommend setting the expiry time of the trades to 3 candles. However, this period may work differently depending on your asset. Therefore, we recommend choosing the optimal time to hold positions based on the testing results. Now, a few words about the advantages and disadvantages of this trading strategy. As you may have noticed, the Fractal Chaos Bands binary option strategy does a pretty good job of filtering out market flatness. However, for some assets, the underlying indicator alone will not be enough. In this case, to reduce the number of false signals, we recommend opening trades in the direction of the trend of the senior time frames M30 and H1, and also use one of the indicators described in the article, the best binary options trend indicators. The main advantage of this system is, of course, its signals, thanks to which the trader gets the opportunity to open a promising deal at the very beginning of an emerging trend impulse. Forex traders, this system will help take a profitable position at the very beginning of a trend, while binary options buyers will appreciate it for the opportunity to open an option with a high probability of closing in profit. Both of them will certainly appreciate the accuracy of the Fractal Chaos Bands indicator. The disadvantages of Fractal Chaos Bands include false signals in conditions of a prolonged flat. Considering that this trading strategy belongs to the trend category, it, like many other similar systems, has such a disadvantage. To reduce the number of false breakouts, we recommend adhering to the universal rule: trade during active market hours and also use trend filters, which we talked about in this video review. So the strategy for pocket option Fractal Chaos Bands can become a good basis for making a profit in binary options trading. With its help, it is quite easy to determine not only the promising direction of the transaction, but also the moment to buy options. An additional filter in the form of a moving average in combination with the rules of the advanced version will allow you to make a profit not only from breakout transactions, but also from a rebound along the trend. If you add the martingale system to our rules, you can further increase the percentage of profitable transactions of this strategy. However, do not forget that any strategy or indicator is just a tool that you need to learn how to use correctly. Be sure to check and test the indicator on a demo account and historical data, while not forgetting about the rules of risk and capital management, and also choose only proven brokers, which can be found on our website, in our regularly updated rating. If you liked the video, like it, and subscribe to our channel. Register on our website, and you will be constantly informed about the latest news from the sphere of trading binary options, cryptocurrency, and Forex. We wish everyone good profit and safe trading. And so that you do not doubt the reliability of this strategy, we will demonstrate its work in real time and confirm that the signals do not repaint.